This is my 20-minute curry hack that will transform your meal prep. If your life looks anything like mine, juggling kids, a dog, a full-time job, or sometimes all three at once, you know dinner can feel like the hardest part of the day. And the last thing you want to cook on a weeknight is a comfort curry. They're usually complicated, too many spices, too many steps, way too much time. But this curry is different. It comes together in just 20 minutes with only 3 spices. It takes the stress out of cooking and it pairs with anything: chicken, shrimp, fish, paneer, broccoli, or even boiled eggs. The best part is that it freezes beautifully so you can pull out a healthy homemade dinner whenever you need it. Let me show you exactly how to make it and why it deserves a spot in your weekly meal plan. Begin with 2 onions. This would amount to a curry that can easily serve 2 adults twice. Dice the onion as fine as you can, almost like you're trying to make them disappear. You could even grate them for a smoother texture or blitz them in a blender if you don't mind cleaning jars and blades later on. Next up, 3 tomatoes. Now you can see me cut these tomatoes in halves, but don't do this. Skin them first. Take a knife and make little cross incisions at the blossom end. Drop them in a bowl, pour in near boiling water and wait 30 to 40 seconds. The skin near the ends will begin to curl. At this point, switch the hot water for cold and the skin will slide right off. Just like that, you have a skinned tomato. Once your tomatoes are skinned, go ahead and dice them and set them aside. Now back to how I did it, cutting the tomatoes in half to later skin them on the pan. Does it work? Yes. Is it ideal? Not nearly. And you'll see why later on in the video. Now that's pretty much all the prep you need. Onions and tomatoes. Done. To make the curry, heat up a stainless steel pan and add some oil. I'm using olive oil, you can use any oil you would like. Once the oil is hot, add in the onions and a pinch of salt to pull out the moisture. When the onions turn pinkish and translucent, add a spoon of ginger garlic paste and stir. I'm also sneaking in a squeeze of tomato paste. It's optional, but it deepens the flavor. Stir in everything and then add the only 3 spices you need. A tiny pinch of turmeric, stir it in, a tablespoon of Kashmiri red chilli powder, stir again, and 2 tablespoons of coriander powder. Mix it well to incorporate thoroughly. These 3 spices are the trifecta of Indian cooking. People love to argue that garam masala is essential for curries. You don't need it here. Kashmiri red chilli is high on color, low on heat, which is perfect for me because I've got kids. If you like it spicy, feel free to add in a spicier chili powder. And if you're not in India and can't find Kashmiri red chili powder, use a good quality paprika instead. Once the spices are toasty, toss in the tomatoes. If you skinned them earlier, great. If not, like me here, throw them in halves, cut side down. Now as they soften, the water from the tomatoes will deglaze the pan and stop your spices from scorching. Feel free to add additional splashes of water to support the deglazing process. Watch my little struggle here as I try to peel the tomatoes right in the pan. The heat from the bottom curls the skin upwards, and with the tongs you can pull it off. It works, but definitely not as efficient as the bowl method I showed earlier. But regardless, it looks fun on the camera, so let's roll with it. Once the tomatoes have become soft, smush everything down with a pastry cutter or a masher. You're basically breaking it into a smoother sauce. Then add 250 grams of coconut milk, stir, and let it simmer to a gentle boil. Get in again with that pastry cutter to smoothen the curry even further. Once the curry is as fine as you like, add about a cup of water, or even better, use chicken stock if you've got some handy in your freezer. Bring it all to a gentle boil, lower the flame, taste, and season with salt and a drizzle of honey. Cut off the heat, and there you go. Your curry base is done. From this point onwards, you can take it in any direction you want. Add chicken, prawns, paneer, broccoli, boiled eggs, ground meat. It all works. Think of this curry base as a building block. Once it's ready, you can take it in endless directions. Here's a quick framework you can screenshot that shows how to pair it up. Now I split mine in 2 batches, one with boiled eggs for my wife because she is an eggitarian, and the rest with prawns for me and my son to enjoy a comfy prawn curry and rice. Just make sure whatever you add is fully cooked in the curry. My prawns took about 2 minutes with the lid on. The eggs were already boiled. I just dunked them straight in. If you've made extra, freeze it. You'll thank yourself later. Grab a Ziploc bag, label it with the name of the curry and date of make. Pour the curry in, push out as much air as possible, seal it, and into the freezer it goes. That bag will sit there quietly waiting for the day you're exhausted, starving, and just about to order takeout. That's when you'll remember you've got a homemade curry ready to reheat in 5 minutes. Now as you can see, the curry comes out a deep orange, rich and comforting. It tastes like warmth, almost reminds you of the beach. Now I paired the prawn curry with rice and the egg curry with flaky parathas. You can do the same or dunk some egg noodles in, sop it up with bread, whatever makes you happy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 20-minute curry hack that can transform your weeknight cooking and your meal prep. It's quick, flexible, and it saves you from boring dinners or expensive takeout. If you happen to try it, do let me know in the comments how it came out. And if you like this video, I bet you'll love this one. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.